Really? A chug before the camera's even up? Okay, okay. Gladian would make me chug an entire bottle before the stream even starts. How you doing, Gladian? I'm assuming Soup is still hanging out. Oh, there he is. How are you guys today? You guys doing all right? I know Soup's been hanging out just waiting for the stream to start. Let me just stuff my phone in my pocket so we don't get told to get some help. And screw it, let's jump right in. I mean, normally you go for the ones trying to break into the house. Oh, you mean in Minecraft? Go for the ones closest to the villagers. It is starting to fill out. But I haven't checked on the status of the rockets. This is what happens when you let them follow you from your the raid farm. Quantum chips are our delay of the day, huh? I know my quantum chips are right here. Planar filters, clearly my issue. All right. How bad is our plane filters? You've been trying to find one for over half an hour now? Start by killing the Ravager if you haven't already. That's usually a good first spot. Okay. So my Casimir crystals are the issue. Because they're just not coming in. God, I have so many Casimir crystal builds dotted around though. Which one? Where are they all? Well, here's two of them. I think. No. That's the deuterium build. This is a depressingly sad coal vein. God, where is the deuterium? Where are they? You have one left to kill? Do you have a bell in your base anywhere? Is there a bell anywhere in your base? Because the bells actually give a temporary glow to any pillagers nearby. Alright, so the issue is optical grading crystal just isn't coming in fast enough. Okay. Just can't get enough optical grading crystal. Come on, words do happen. Let's see what we can do on the... Right, that's just straight universe matrix at this point. And actually that one's pointless at the moment. Because I need to be able to make antimatter. The recipe for universe matrix is one of each previous matrix and a splash of antimatter. Okay, so we actually have the ability to make antimatter now if we make critical photons. Let's hold off on that until we're consistently, let's hold off on progressing that any further until we get a little further on the, Dyson sphere. Because as it stands right now, we're actually using a good portion of it. But, like, less than 100,000 optical grading crystal left. For 500,000, just under 500,000. 180,000 left. We don't have anything there, and it doesn't have optical grading anyway. We need more optical grading crystal, like stupid amounts of it. And I'm not tapping this one yet. Let's go tap this one. Or at least if I'm tapping this one, it's not registering it. Alright, and before I do the zoomy... Okay, I got plenty. Ready, ready, ready. Get ready. As soon as we can see as soon as we see the whites of their eyes, so to speak. That was probably too soon. Maybe not. We'll take advantage of the distance to figure out which planet we want. That's a good possibility. What do we have here? Just fire ice. This one. All right. Line up and zoom. I hope I've got the stuff I need to set this up. I did not check my inventory first. Ooh, good point. I have one interstellar station. That'll be enough. I have those. Yes, I have one. Do I have? Yes, I have the fusion power plants. And of course, I always have deuterium. It's what powers me. What are my, that's less ideal. That is so less ideal. All right. Let's case the planet and try to figure out where the optical grading crystal is. Please don't be near the center. Okay. Okay, we're setting up at the other pole. Because I want to set up as close to the optical grading crystal as I can. Did you find it? That's not good. I can't. Still haven't found it? Whoops, that was not what I wanted there. I wanted one of these. Now, when we put this down, we get that to that. Remote demand. And this one, we want to pull deuterium to me. All right. I know we don't have power yet. That's coming. We're just gonna prepare for when the power supply gets here. It doesn't take much. I'll just sacrifice a little of my fuel to kickstart it. We'll just throw a couple Deuteron fuel rods in there, and that'll be enough to hopefully get enough power to send out a ship for to acquire it. Come on, you can do it. I can't remember the threshold to send one out. I know I've got to be hitting that threshold soon. Come on. There we go. All right. We have guaranteed Deuteron fuel rods on the way. Now I don't feel bad about starting to set up. These are the Jesus of miners. I'm so glad I finally unlocked finally got the stuff together to build these. I'm not tapping much here for now. I came for the what do you call them? Optical grading crystals. So I'll just do it. Yep, I made it. There we go. And the deuterium flows. We don't have to worry about power on this planet anymore. Yeah, there are things I'd like to tap here, but I don't have many of these advanced mining machines left on me, and B, I am on a quest for massive amounts of optical grading crystal at the moment. Honestly, I should probably set up a spiniform stalagmite processing back on the home planet. Just for my own sanity. But this is enough to get this planet started and to register it in my as a planet I visited. So let's just a sulfuric acid ocean. Where is that? Is not one I've been to. Amazon Star. There's a joke there. But it's so far in the ass end of the universe compared to where I'm working from that I really don't want to head there. Oh, speaking of Amazon, I got my action cam in.
Stop it. Get some help.
How you doing, Gladian? My action cam came in. And you want to talk about light? Dear God, this thing is just... I hold it in my hand and I have to check to make sure I actually have it in my hand. It's that light. Okay, we haven't gone out this direction, it looks like. And I like what I found in that direction. Well, there's a couple of things that I can use that for. That is a 4K 30 FPS camera, which will be perfect for doing stuff like filming time lapses for Gunpla. But once I get a chest rig for it, I'll actually be able to start taking walking streams, taking you guys with me as I go out on walks. So more variety for streams. Six, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. What do we got in the way of us? Ooh, what is that freak? All right, we located the optical grading crystal, but what do we got over here? A moderate amount of... What's the deuterium, hydrogen, not worth riding home to. Let's grab this one. Basic, and the good part about it is it connects via Wi-Fi to, to my devices, so it'll be easier for me to hook up to my computer. No more hoping my webcam decides to hook up to my computer, because I have 9 other things on that USB connector already. And yes, that's a problem I've had in the past. I only have 2 USB rails for the computer, so I use hubs, and hubs, they do screwy things with USB address ports. That's the nice way I can put that. Namely, if you try hooking 2 webcams up to the same USB port through a hub, even if they're not the same brand, they have a decent chance of one saying, there's something else on this port. I don't like it. I've had that problem several times. It's annoying, to say the least. Technology is weird, yo. And we'll just drop 40 of them in here. Just because we can. But yeah, no. I'm not kidding when I say technology is weird. All right, let's see. We have enough for one more of these. Wait. This planet is probably going to have a little more going on it than the usual does, so let's give it a little more oomph. I really should just make this into a blueprint. In fact, I can do that, actually. Let's make this into a blueprint. There we go. And now if we just clap a little bit in there, he will get things moving enough that we're going to be able to, you know what? Let's make it happen faster. Come on. Okay. It's got to go further, so... There we go. All right. So we have our power on the way. It said there was 1 million on this planet. I'm going to be irritated if it's at opposite poles. There's the one, and there's the other two. Okay, so I went in the wrong direction. They should be coming into view any moment. Any moment now. Any moment now. Lucky for me, I have just enough to tap these. I do love the advanced mining but after this, I have to go back and get basic supplies again. I just don't have the supplies necessary otherwise. And as entertaining as using substations for basic power is, oh no. Did I? Oh no. How do I have no power? What just happened? So barring any screwery, this should be working. I should be getting plenty of crystals in. So I think this is the one I just came from. Yeah, that seems about right. Let's go back to it, because I don't remember. That's bad when you've been to enough systems recently that you don't remember all of them you've been to. No, I don't think I will be able to, phone. I want to say I just came from this one. Is anyone else getting slightly dizzy? No one else is getting dizzy, are they? You were getting dizzy, huh? Liar. You're not even looking? So I had the screen spinning like this. And I don't think it agreed with Gladian very much. Cause he tried to shoot at me. Alright, I see a polar. I see polar cap. And did I? No, I did not. Oh, glad I thought about it. Alright, local demand, remote supply. Glad I thought about it. Whee! And I don't have the Kimberlite set up either. Ooh. Talk about slacking. All right. You know, I don't know how many warps I've got left. I just realized I might be running out of warp. I'm getting close. That would be embarrassing, getting stranded in the middle of the ether with a pile, with no warps. Jeez, I don't like when that happens. Soup, did you see it? Were you looking at the screen when I showed it? I got a new, my action cam came in. I swear this thing is super light. It's super light. If I hadn't physically have it between my fingers, I wouldn't be able to tell it's in my hand. God, that is a nice view. I do like seeing the freaking, Dyson sphere filling in. Dang it, always happens. That always happens to me. Dang it. Ugh. Okay, where is it? Oh, of course. It's in the opposite direction of what we're going. All right. We're back. Let's walk around for a minute. All right, while I'm here, let's restock. All right, one more thing. Always use more of those. All right, so let's see how our plane filters are doing now. Because the plane filters have been our big stumbling block in getting the Dyson sphere. They're at least moving. Yes, that is what I wanted to see. We've successfully solved our Casimir crystal problem. And at least for the moment. At least for the moment. So it's just going to be a matter of what accident do we need to solve next. But for the moment, we're not having any issues. We can go take a look at our rocket production and just see how quickly it's going. We can also check on our quantum chips. We are being... Let's upgrade our quantum chips. Not looking for a big upgrade. Just wanted to get a few more going. And possibly look at upgrading our processor build here in the near future. But it's at least producing rockets slowly. In fact, it's about to launch some off to the it's gonna wait till 800. But I think all told, we're putting a decent number of rockets downrange. I know our cannons are firing just beautifully. Do we have a full triangle anywhere yet? Nope, but we have two that are... They're literally only being gimped by the fact that the rockets aren't coming out very fast. We do have some nodes currently launching. Some rockets. So I want to get most of this one done. I have been spending time on this outside of stream, letting it run, troubleshooting where I need to, resource hunting when I need to. Just because I don't want this to take 6 to 10 streams. My current gimping is clearly the rockets. They're finally starting to pick up. That was 15 of them being launched simultaneously. But, yeah, we've got a ways to go. We're working on it, though. The big thing stopping us is nodes not being ready. Unless you guys want me to expand the... Do you want me to expand it? I can plan out the expansion right now while I'm here. Do I expand it? Do I let it finish what it's got before I expand, or do I expand it before? Gladian, I cannot simultaneously do both without it being a two-stage process. You're correct. It is a me problem. So you're right. Let's How you doing, Koji? Koji the OG. Oh wait, why am I putting those there? I'll make it work. That's a challenge. Don't watch out. He will take that as a challenge and be Gladian for it, you know. Let me stop the world time long enough to actually do this. I'm fighting the globe as much as I'm putting things down. Gladian, if you have to ask what you did, the answer is yes. That is the maxim of every parent ever. If the kid asks what they did, the answer is yes. That's how you get kids to stop asking stupid questions. If they have to ask if they did something wrong, they're automatically in trouble. Am I wrong, Koji? Clearly, you never had a parent whoop your ass because you did something stupid. Clearly, you've never had a parent whoop your ass because you did something stupid there. Oh, no. There actually works? You know, every time I hear Gladian say something, what makes you think that'll make me stop? all I can think of is he ain't never had an ass whooping. And I mean an ass whooping. One of those that leaves you wondering if you're still a human. You know, one of those that makes you wonder if you just met the pearly gates. Until you've had one of those ass whoopings, you ain't had an ass whooping. No, as long as they... No, that's just it, Gladian. It's not. It's not. Popular media is just let you believe it is. No, I ain't like it. Why you think I ain't do those stupid things again anymore? I found new ways to be stupid. Well, no, it doesn't make the kid not like you as long as you explain why it happened, what they can do to not make, what they did was wrong, why what they did was wrong, and they actually understand it. They're not just not just being some little piss brat who's looking for ways to get around what you said. You know, I love my parents. They disciplined the shit out of me. I went through so many fucking walls as a kid. Both by my own choice and because I did, and because I was bad. You know? I love my parents. Doesn't mean I wasn't a little shit and don't deserve half the freaking beatings. Okay, Gladian, let's put it this way. If your kid rode his bike through the principal's window, do you think explaining is going to make them think that what they did is wrong? Whereas on the other hand, them having their bike taken away from them and that leather belt being pulled out, that's going to make them pay attention and take heed. No, but the thing is, just taking the bike's not enough. Trust me, from personal experience, just taking the bike wasn't enough. I got 2 feet, and unless they're going to break my legs, they ain't going to stop me from getting around. Now, breaking my legs, that would be abuse. No, legitimately, let's put it this way, Gladian. I admit I have attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. I have a hard time paying attention, which makes it a miracle that I like and can play games like this. Let's just leave it on. Let's just say little kids are assholes and they're willing to take dares on just about anything. All right. Let's put it this way, Gladian. I have attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. I have a hard time focusing. It's a miracle I can play games like this or even stay focused long enough to stream most of the time. Through rigorous practice and just sheer bullheadedness, I've learned to cope with it. But as a kid, that lack of focus meant that I did some shit and I completely forgot that I did it until I got my ass whooped when my parents found out. Yeah, no, windows are fragile, and the ones 20 years ago were even more fragile. Actually, 30 years ago. So, yeah. It's called a ramp. It's called a ramp, Gladian. Yeah, something tells me that despite everything, Gladian does not have much of an imagination. You know, his preferred style of Minecraft tells me that. And that's all right. It's perfectly fine. It just means that once he's old enough to get a job, he's definitely going to end up a 9-to-5 wage slave. Now, that's just it, Gladian. I was 7. You can tell me, you can call me smart, you can call me stupid. I was 7. I didn't care whether it was a smart thing or a stupid thing to do. I had been dared to do it, and I was by golly gonna do it. I almost got expelled from kindergarten, Gladian. Would it, if that doesn't tell you exactly how willing to do stupid things I was and still am, nothing will. I should not have done it. In retrospect, I was a bad child. You know, but I did it. Koji would have hated to have me as a child getting called into that. No, actually, it was a year, like first or second grade when I did the bike stunt. Yeah. Oh yeah. You know, let's put it this way. The only reason I didn't get punished harder at home is because my dad did plenty of stupid shit just as bad when he was a kid. So he understood, punished me as was appropriate at the time, and then moved on. Honestly, my mom was more upset with me than my dad was. Koji's happy about getting a consolation prize. Have kids really beaten you down that much, bro? Oh, half the time I didn't explain myself. I just shrugged my shoulders and accepted my ass whooping. You know, the more you try to explain yourself, the more you incriminate yourself. It's better to just shrug, accept the ass whooping, get it over with, and move on with your life. Ain't that how it is, Koji? Hey, it's really how it is, ain't it? You're gonna get it. You're gonna get that belt. You might as well just accept what's happening. Apologize, tell them you're not gonna do it again, and move on. You know, when it was something really bad and they really wanted to punish you, that's when they made you go out back to the woods, pick your own switch, and that's what you were gonna get spanked with. You know, then you had that mental game of, no, this one's gonna break my back. No, this one's gonna make me bleed. Now you gotta pick your own punishment. And Lord knows you didn't bring one in that satisfied whichever parent was doing it. They were gonna go out there and pick the thin one. They were gonna go pick that super thin, whippy one. They were gonna get their welts. Yeah. You picked that smallest one once, then you learned you go for the middle-sized one. A little on the small side, so it don't have too much heft, but not so thin it's gonna make you bleed. If your 8-year-old hands have trouble wrapping around the branch, it's too thick. You know, Koji knows how it is. He grew up in those times. It was a different world then than it is now, legitimately. You know, everyone acts like, oh my God, it was so bad back then. Yeah, it wasn't as high tech as now. Yeah, maybe there weren't as many things indoors to do. But out there, I could go spend a day in the woods. You know, I come home covered in scratches and dirt, but I had a smile on my face. I had to drink from the freaking hose in the summertime because I wasn't allowed in the house. So, we didn't think about it. That hose water was the best tasting water after a game of tag or freaking riding your bike, you know, around the neighborhood. You know, nobody cared. You know, it was before all the social media, all the drama. That was back when everybody just wanted to have fun. That was when you could be dropped off at the freaking roller skate rink for the freaking day, and they'd just come pick you up or just tell you, hey, you need to freaking walk home. Nobody cared. And that was when you could ride your bike over to your best friend's house and, you know, hang out all day. If it got too late and your parents didn't want you to bike home, you could just they'd just come pick you up, or you'd stay the night. You say you were kind of smart. We say you just didn't get the chance to live like we did. Koji and I we're from that weird generation where they actually got to experience. We're the last generation that we didn't have the option of staying in all the time. Our options were get your ass outside or you're going to help me clean this house. That's really how it was, wasn't it, Koji? You either went outside when you were told to, or you were going to be cleaning that house with mom. Oh, you want to go outside now? Oh, too late. You're gonna be helping me wash these. You're helping me clean these floors. You're gonna be vacuuming. You're gonna be washing that kitchen floor. You're gonna be helping me sort this laundry. You know. I didn't get my first computer until like 6th grade. I had an NES that we were only allowed to play after dark when and only on the weekends. power is suffering here. Let's go fix it. It really was just a different time. On some levels, I miss it. On others, I recognize that it wasn't the best. But I'd never trade the times I had back then for now. You know? I would never trade the time, the times I spent with friends and family back then, having, my childhood. I would never trade that for what I have available now. Those experiences made me who I am, and I'm not going to let that go. I mean, I quite vividly remember getting into wrestling matches with my cousins in the freaking yard, and somebody getting suplexed so freaking hard that they broke their collarbone. We were violent, vicious little brats, and we definitely probably injured each other more than we should have. I swear I probably walked off at least one concussion as a child. And I don't remember what happened. Oh God, what are you about to do to me? Oh. Okay. I don't know how well this is going to show up on cam. I've got freaking calluses on mine, man. I've got calluses on mine. Hey, boss fight. Yeah, no, that triggered, Koji. That triggered, I have to say both thank you and F you. Now I'm gonna get into a bloody knuckles match with my roommates later. Which is gonna suck because one of my roommates was really good at it. You can't tell because of my beard, but I have got a scar from chicken pox right in the center of my chin. Just the cost of a childhood where we actually did things. That's the reality of it, Gladium. It's the cost of a childhood where we lived, not just stayed inside all the time. My dad when I was a kid would tell me stories about how he and his freaking brother would freaking walk around the neighborhood Replace that CKS with an X, Gladian. It's a... I never thought I'd meet somebody. I never thought I'd meet somebody who didn't know what chickenpox was. Holy shit. I never thought I'd meet somebody who didn't know what chickenpox was. Outside of like 5-year-olds who are too young to have learned about it. It's a disease. It's a disease. You know, when you get it later on in the later stages of life, it's usually called shingles. It's a nasty little blighter. Yep. It's a sibling to smallpox. You know, and it was actually proven that getting chickenpox reduced your chance of smallpox killing you. And it was actually that similarity that led to the smallpox vaccine. So, yeah. Why am I not getting Deuteron fuel rods in? Ooh, that got big. I turned and looked, and that was way closer than I thought it was going to be. Oh, oops. I didn't finish the bottom one. There we go. Why are we not getting in Deuteron fuel rods? Jeez, that is just a beast up there now. So it appears we've been getting a decent amount in. Finally. But I still don't know why I'm not getting in Deuteron fuel rods. when I should be. This is honestly kind of irritating me. So let's go over to the mistake and find out what's going on with our Deuteron fuel rod supply. The mistake is our home planet. It needed twice the resources it had on it, and it just did not have them. You would think that. You really would. Man, have I actually overtapped my deuterium production? No, I've still got stupid amounts of... I don't know. Gladian Maya turned on his hacks. He got the Wing Gundam. Alright. Where in Tarnation is... There it is. Koji, am I getting old? I just said where in Tarnation. one thing that I could have grabbed while I was right here. I'm a little surprised me saying where in Tarnation didn't have Gladian asking me how old am I. I mean, the answer is yes, but I'm a little surprised. You know what? I don't think I ever learned what Tarnation is supposed to be. It's just something that that's just a phrase that's always been used to describe consternation, and confusion with something. And the fact that I know what the phrase consternation is, good God, I'm old. Koji, it's time for us to call and go get a reserve our spot in the old folks home. Yep. Pretty much. And so we're missing something for our research. What are we missing? The yellow science has completely shat the bed on us. What part of yellow science shat the bed? Right. Is there a better way to make yellow cubes? It requires... Oh, absolutely. Okay. So, you go to hell. And we'll just drop down a large chest to dump things in for the minute. We can get rid of like half of this. I had so much refined oil in my inventory. Stop throwing. Wrong. They only stack to 20. It is so frustrating to have to put liquids in your inventory. They only stack to 20 to discourage you from just using chests for everything. I mean, politics is bad for the planet, but we still have them. Oh, speaking of politics, Koji, did you hear about the Pelosi bill? This is the most political I'm ever going to get on my channel. Just deal with it for a few minutes. It's basically... Koji, did you just copy paste by accident? It's a bill that is up for up in the courts, banning what do you call it, insider trading, which that's already illegal, so there's no question about that. Insider trading is illegal. What this law is going to do, if it passes, is force politicians and any elected official to return the money they made via insider trading. It's going to force them to put it into the into the budget for the government, toward specifically earmarked towards improving infrastructure for people, for the people. It's not going to cut you a check, but it will improve your highways. Which I find this hilarious because it's not specifically named Nancy, Pelosi. It's just the bill, the name of the bill is an acronym for her name. It's 100% the younger politicians being sassy at Nancy Pelosi over the way she's acted over the years. Oh yeah, same here. I'm all for it. She needs to be kicked in, kicked in the freaking, goiter enough times until she freaking, realizes how much of a cunt she is. Yep, repeatedly with a smile on their face. It shouldn't even be in question. She needs to be freaking kicked repeatedly. And that's not even me expressing a leaning one political way or the other. She's just a cunt. She's just a cunt. Like, I like legitimately. I'd rather have a civil conversation with a serial killer than support her in any manner. Like, legitimately, she's just that bad as far as humanity goes. She makes serial killers look like decent people. I generally try to freaking, stay out of politics. But she's legitimately a case of, if I was given a choice between saving her from being shot and anything else, I'd pick anything else. It's not even a question of, is it morally correct? Yes, it's morally correct to hate Pelosi. It is morally correct to hate Pelosi. I wouldn't unplug it to charge my phone. I'd unplug it to charge the remote for a OnlyFans vibrator. Using it to charge my phone would be giving her credit. You could be mad. You can take whatever you want from that. I really don't like politicians in general. Most of them have not worked enough in their life to claim half the stuff they claim. I know. Well, to be fair, it's also American politics, and he generally doesn't say anything about American politics. He generally does keep his nose out of it when we start on something like politics. I'm glad he did, because we've definitely said some things that are questionable, and that about the vibrator. He's been on the internet longer than 6 months. He knows what a vibrator is, even if he wants to play stupid about it. Fair enough. It's politics. You're absolutely right. It is completely boring. It is the game of old money who doesn't understand humanity. And that is truth. Am I wrong, Koji? Yeah. And then we want Kimberlite ore because Kimberlite ore can be used to make diamonds. To be fair, Koji, you said you just saying that would be 100% in freaking, you know, play for you. That is 100% something you do. Hey, Koji got the big reward. God, it's been forever since I saw that one. No, legitimately, I think that's only like the third time that one's been handed out. No, I think that one's 5,000. Like it says, big reward. All right. Now, what was I about to do? Set an elephant on fire, right. Oh, the boss ended? Oh, that raid. I was like, what raid? All right. That's yellow science done up really fast. You're gonna head to bed? All right, man. Well, unless I decide to stream at some other point this weekend, the next stream will be on Tuesday. There's the chance I might have one in the interim, but don't guarantee it. I pressed U, not Y. Oh, you mean my stream streak? Honestly, Gladian, the whole reason I've been streaming the last few days is because the bug to stream, to keep going had bit me. There's no special reason, just I wanted to stream, so I streamed. And how you doing, Space Gamer? That's generally how it goes. I'm not going to stream unless I really want to stream, and the bug bit me the last few days to kick it into gear and stream more. Now, I'm not going to run myself dead. I'm not going to kill myself and try to stream 7 days a week. That's stupid. That's stupid to try to stream 7 days a week for extended periods of time. No, I don't. And I don't want to, and I'm not going to ask why you decide to ask that. What you do on your free time is up to you, bro. You can't translate something? I'd say use Google, but only if you want to have to piece together the syntax afterwards. I know a word here or there, but it's mostly just out of picking it up here and there. Google does have a translate. Try translating the individual words first. If it's not picking up the individual words, then it's probably something extremely explicit. And Google's not wanting. No fucking clue, but it kind of seems like it'd be kind of foul. You might be spelling it wrong if Google's not picking up the translation. Google does have that tendency of being screenshot it and send it to the freaking Discord. Someone will give you an answer from the Discord. You can bet sure that will. All right, I have a frame materials build somewhere. I just need to find it. What is the word that precedes that? That tongue twister you gave us. Alright, so titanium is lagging. So somewhere on one of those various planets, I forgot to hit a remote supply. Gladian, send us a picture of what you're highlighting. That's giving you that word, that description. Onto the Discord. We're not asking for, for everything. We're just asking for something. There's clearly a word in front of that you're not giving us. What is the word in front of that? If it's only got that word, then it's probably referring to the generic Minecraft wood stairs, oak wood. You don't know what various Minecraft woods look like? I know you know. It's been a while since we looked at this. How's it coming along? Much better than it has been. Yeah, Gladian, you're looking at, there's either a word ahead of that you're not telling us, or it's just referring to the Oakwood stairs, which before they added other colors, other types of stairs to Minecraft, were just referred to as stairs. So it's either talking about regular oak stairs, or you're not giving us a word. One of the two. I can't say anything other than that. It's one of those two options. All right. Give me just a moment. I'll take a look at it. That looks like either jungle wood or spruce. My money's on spruce. What do you think, Space Gamers? That look like spruce or jungle wood? His color's a little saturated on his screen. That's either spruce or jungle, I think. Yeah, that looks like spruce. We've got Soup saying spruce and Space Gamer saying jungle, so go with one of those two. I've got spruce saplings at my base if you need them. Just leave me some, alright? Hey, Space Gamer got the consolation prize. It's near spawn. Near soup space. If nothing else, soup will probably be able to point you in the right direction. Alright, let's go over to Error 404 and see how our titanium smelting is going. And if I need to either ramp it up or I need to go ramp up my titanium mining some more. My money's on the mining, honestly. If you cross the river at spawn and keep walking, that's you'll come across a little tower, and that is my base. You found a pillager in the Nether. If I hadn't done half resources, I would have 3 Dyson spheres right now, and I'd probably have already done mission complete 2 days ago. It really is awesome to watch go by. Yeah, Space Gamer, I know you've got this game on your Steam wish list. For moments like this is why you should get it. Oh, this is just so glorious flying through it. The moments when you get to do stuff like this, just flying real close to the freaking, to your build, to your Dyson Sphere build, are just so glorious. Especially because it does this neat thing where the panels actually separate when you get close. Like, watch them when I approach head on. They separate like they're moving out of the way for you to get by. Yeah, his picture was a little saturated. That's why I thought it might be either jungle or spruce. But yeah. Sometimes it's legitimately fun to just spend some time flying around your build. It also gets you experience in navigating. Let's see, error 404 is right over there. Yes, mine's the one with the bamboo growing behind it. Your loud boom roll is the same color as a different roll. Not surprising. There's like 16, 18 rolls at this point. Yeah, overnight I basically spent some time overnight just mining. Just going through just a bunch of systems and just starting mining. You know? Mostly looking for one or two resources, but I did tap a fair bit of titanium elsewhere. But now that I have the advanced miners, it's so easy to tap everywhere. Yeah, you want to talk about a cheat device in this game? What feels like a cheat? The freaking advanced miner feels like a cheat. Cover 20 veins in one go? Oh, no problem. Yeah, you could take an acacia sapling. As long as you leave me at least one. Preferably two. Okay, cool. Like, we've been talking the last few days about how eventually I'm just going to hit a balance point on my mining where I won't run out even if I ramp up. These are what caused that. Because these let you just take over a world. I legitimately haven't been on in like a week. I need pretty much everything. I just haven't I haven't given myself the time to advance like you guys have. Cuz normally when I'm playing I'm working on decorative builds. Like, this half resource run has been taxing me, but it's not gonna matter that I'm half resources soon enough. These will make it so that I come to a new planet and I can tap every vein the first trip. Without feeling like I just spent a day there. Like, I just spent like 5-10 minutes doing that. That completely revitalized my base resources locally. And there's still more to tap. I barely touched the iron on the planet. There is in total 7 million iron, and I've only got it partially tapped. Yeah, no, I understand that. I mean, you saw that tower I was building. Yes, it is. In fact, it's coming along so well that I've even I'm on the stress system level 4, and we made some additions to the sphere. We're still being hampered by our rockets, but you know, it's just a matter of time. Yes, getting the sphere started took so much stress off my head. Because having the sphere started has just removed so much of the stress I had about power. Now I'm running around trying to solve resource issues. But those have been, you know, the thing that really, really improved my mood. Where are they? I can build advanced mining machines now. Yes, I fixed my warper problem. And I finally got advanced mining machines going. and those just make so. I could take a stack of 30 of those to a planet and cover almost all the deposits in one trip in like 20 minutes, instead of feeling like I just spent 3 hours to only get half of them. They make tapping a new planet for resources go from to and that takes a lot of stress off you. Yeah. And I don't know how you can unfortunately you can't proliferate the output of it, but you know what I would like to see them do? You know what I would like to see them do? I would like to see them make an input for No, I mean, I would like to see them make an input into the advanced mining machine so that everything that comes out of it is already proliferated. I would like to be able to input the proliferation into the machine. That would be phenomenal. Having a spray coater built into the output of the machine already, so that all you have to do is just freaking input proliferators. Oh yeah, no, you're absolutely correct. But it doesn't take away the need for it at the second and third tier of building. It just takes away the need for it at the first tier. Because things go from here to the smelters. But the things coming from the smelters then have to be proliferated, and the things that they get used to make have to be proliferated. It doesn't remove the need from it. That's actually not a bad idea. I don't have enough power going here to support the 12 mining machines properly that I just installed. But when you've got everything coming in via the drones, it's a little harder to do it. No, the main thing I've focused on proliferating is my research, because that's where I get without diving into proliferation too much, research is where you get the most benefit from it. Unless you're going to proliferate everything, just proliferating research is your best cost to benefit ratio. Yeah, I mean, I can literally just a literal single coal patch can supply all the freaking. Fair enough. With proliferation, it's either you proliferate everything, you proliferate nothing, or you just proliferate research. Having just a row of spray coaters where your matrices come into your matrix labs for researching is nice and easy. Doesn't require a lot of effort. For somebody who's just getting used to proliferating, that's the perfect amount of proliferation. Also, I would like to see a second tier of the interstellar logistics system station that allows for more carriers. Because as it is now, I legit, if I'm on a planet where I've got, you know, say I know for a fact I've got 10 vein clusters of a specific ore. 1 tower's not enough. 2's almost enough. 3 is too much. But yeah, if they had a second tier of it with 20, they would be a lot more viable. You know, a polar only interstellar station would be a lot more viable. You do have to put an exclamation point before that, Space Gamer. Or at least I think you do. Yep. There you go. Join. That's what it is. Yeah, we need to... You're in. We need to up our power supply for this planet. If I can remember where the pole is. It's easy to know where the pole is. Really, it never came. No deuterium ever came. Ah, it's the it's y'all's least favorite boss. Gladian and Soup hate this boss because it came like 5 or 6 times in a row. Did I not? Oh, coconuts. Is that why it didn't? Is that why it didn't call it? No. It just wants to be an idiot about it. Yeah, no, the Terraria eye is pretty bad too. I've had multiple requests for me to turn myself into a boss for it. Yeah, no, the Terraria boss one is really bad if you get stuck by yourself on it. I think that one's also frequently one that comes in as just a neutral difficulty, though. I need to go get more of the carrier ships. So it'll take a minute to actually get everything I need to get this kicked off. But this is a neat little build I found. That's that I found on the Blueprint website. That you input your excess hydrogen and it turns it into Deuteron fuel rods. Oh, Soup didn't make it in. He just laughed so Gladian thought he was there. So I've just been dotting these little builds all over the place whenever I really need Deuteron fuel rods, because they just run. And provide fuel for my external bases. I'm really not doing great on power on this planet. Suppose I can't go wrong with just slapping a few extra ray receivers down. Just around, but... you probably will win it. Unless you really screw up. This is one of the easier bosses. Y'all really screwed it up, huh? I am a little irritated with the algorithm the game is using to determine which nodes to set up. It is not sending this node yet. It is not sending this node yet. It is not sending that one. Or this one. It's not a big deal. It'll happen eventually. You just gotta have patience. I want to see a full triangle. And it isn't happening. Oh. Rip. Yeah, you guys aren't winning that one. Gladian is hanging on by a hair. Let's see, how many, you know what? I keep looking at it, but I forgot to check how many layers. I mean, how many, we've launched 6,000 roughly. Well, we've constructed roughly 6,000. We need 29,000. Y'all, this might take longer than we thought. Boy, I just, what, the game? No, no, I agree with you. That lag we're getting, that's the friggin' autosave. Oh, the avatars. Oh, well, no, Lily, Water Lily is an extremely laggy boss to begin with. She's really bad about that. She's just so animated that she causes a lot of lag. I can't help that. Y'all are hanging in. It's really not a boss intended for just 2 people. None of them are. And this is a normal difficulty right here, I believe. Easy difficulty, Water Lily can be soloed. Normal difficulty, not so much. Especially without being able to burn her and just get DOT on her. Hold up. Whoa! World shook. The rockets are launching with nice regularity. I'm happy about that. One HP left. All right, yeah, let's go back to, let's go back to the mistake and see what we got, see how our builds are happening. Honestly, whenever possible, Gladian needs to be taking advantage of his damage, of his smite. You know, damage that also heals, even if less than the straight up heal. That's stupid useful. The mistake is expecting you to get the joke. Are we out of fire ice? We must be out of fire ice. What? Boy, I don't think that's getting used on this planet. Ooh. Wait. What was that? Okay. Gladia is not happy about how this is going for him. Yeah, that happens. It ain't fun. It's a boss fight. It's a good example of an actual boss fight in a video game. It's annoying, you're going to die, you're going to hate yourself. You got lucky for a few turns. Of course, it needs foundation support, and I don't have any foundations on me. Where is it colliding with something? And I swear if it's counting me as an object for this. Are you both healers? Oh, that's so lucky for you guys. Both of you being healers. That is so lucky. Oh. I mean, you've just got to remember one of your smite lets you deal damage and heal everyone, whereas your heal heals just one of you. So one of you alternate smite and heal, then the other dedicate heal. You know, to whichever one got hit the worst. Whichever one of you is doing the smite needs to take a turn to boost your damage with the middle skill. You're not gonna win if you just keep healing. You have to deal damage. You know? It'd be better if you had a third person who was a mage, who could also keep up fire DPS, but she's also really hitting a lot of AoEs, isn't she? She seems to be the AoE queen today. Don't think I've ever seen her quite throw this many AoEs. Yeah, no, she is really hammering you guys on the AoE attacks today. I've never seen her go this hard on AoEs. I mean, to be fair though, I've seen Soup as a mage solo this boss. Mage just has that DPS output that makes a big difference. Time to YOLO smite. Yeah, no, you're just extending the inevitable if you do nothing but heal. Either start YOLO smiting or just let yourself die. You really don't have an option at this point. It should heal 15 points. As soon as you lost your NPC allies, you entered a fail state, with both of you being healing. You need healing and DPS. If you had three, one of you could smite for a group. Especially because I'm pretty sure her AoE. I'm pretty sure her AoE is only. I'm pretty sure her AoE only hits 2 characters. You guys, that's why you guys really just kind of hit a fail state when there was just 2 of you left. Yeah, you just kind of hit a fail state when you ended up with with just healers. If Soup had gotten in, you might have won. But that's those shoulda, woulda, couldas. You can't, if you keep thinking about the shoulda, woulda, couldas, you're just gonna piss yourself off. You just gotta focus on what is. Yeah. Look at Kira getting philosophical. We did just add another, now we need to get those that last one. Do we want another zigzag on the top and bottom? Or do we want to do a spiked circle coming out to the different points? Do we want to just fill the circle and spike out to these points? Gladian, the phrase both does not apply in every situation. I know you like to think it does, but, you know, for example, you can't take the whole cake home and eat it at the same time. It doesn't. I can't shoot you in the head and not shoot you in the head at the same time. Except you only exist in one universe that you and I are interacting, one timeline, so that argument is only pedantic and philosophical. That is not a practical example. Using that argument is like saying, "Nuh-uh." It's childish, and it doesn't hold up. When you say different universes, I half expect to hear you in the stereotypical "actually" right afterwards. Don't use that kind of explanation. That does not make you sound intelligent. It makes you sound stupider and stereotypical. It's rude to yourself and others to use that kind of explanation. Good point, but that does not change the fact that you normally have enough self-interest to not do things that actively harm you. Most of humanity has an instinct that keeps them from actively trying to harm themselves. I say most because then you have instances like Redditors, which they seem to be actively trying to hurt themselves most of the time. Mostly by virtue of getting the rest of the world to beat them stupid. Depressed people aren't normally actively hurting themselves. They just don't want to do a lot of things. Well, the thing is, depressed people who cut themselves lean more towards the suicidal side. Not always, but a good portion of them lean towards the suicidal side. You know? And suicidal people are part of that demographic that lacks that urge to protect themselves from hurting, from harm, because they're actively trying to harm themselves. And I don't believe you're suicidal, Gladian. So that argument falls apart there too. In general, Gladian, if you feel like you need to needle people, it's generally a bad idea. Not because they're going to beat your ass or anything, although there are plenty of situations where people will for being a smart ass. But ask yourself, when you have the urge to, is this going to make me a friend or an enemy? And if it's going to make you an enemy, consider, do I want this person to be my enemy? And if the answer is yes, then go for it. If the answer is no, restrain yourself for your own health. Alright, so apparently now we need to track down spiniform stalagmite crystals to mine. Right, another rare resource that we're going to rely on. Right. In a half resource run. That's not great. Let's see, we have some at... Nope, we don't have any at Nukasan. We are tapping it already at Theta Lensis, although it may be on multiple planets. I think it's only on one. Curb has it and has a good bit. I should probably hit that one up for also organic crystal and the crude. I never tapped the crude in Theta Lensis. That's actually not a bad one to go to either. Now, Gladian, you say that, and I felt that way for a long time too. Then I got older, and I realized that not talking to people like that actually left me sadder. That talking to people, outside in public, at work, online, there is something that is lost when you only talk to people online. That you just really have to speak to people in person to understand. Talking to people only online, both you have no physical repercussions, which has led to this to a lot of it is basically led to the Redditor condition, we'll call it, where they really like to talk shit and they've never been dealt with. So, there is that. It's led to people being a lot braver when it comes to being insulting, because they've never had their teeth knocked out of their mouth because they insulted the wrong person. You know, normally when I was growing up, we learned the lesson that you watch who you mouth off to, starting with our parents, because our parents would more than happily knock the shit out of us if we got too uppity. This new generation, thanks to a combination of social engineering and the internet, haven't had that experience, and it shows. I mean, it's not wrong to not want to talk to people. People are assholes and monsters 100%. But sometimes you have to. Let's put it this way, Gladian. If I didn't talk to people, I wouldn't have started streaming. If I didn't spend time around other people, talking to other people, I would have never gotten comfortable enough with talking to people, to get up the courage to stream. It takes a certain amount of courage to get up and say, "Hey, I'm talking to people today." And you might not be playing to stream, but the kind of courage that leads to being willing to put yourself out there for something like that, it's useful in a lot of places, not just to stream. It's the difference between getting the job you want and not getting the job you want. Being able to talk to a person and make yourself understood is the difference between being able to freaking make enough money to feed yourself, because we all like being able to feed ourselves. Yes, your parents will give you money for food. Okay, they're your parents. They're not obligated to, but they're also more likely to help you out if you need it. But you can't rely on them your whole life. In fact, most people would probably think a lot less of you if you did. We're talking, wow, he's still living with his parents? Wow, he's still living under their financial envelope? Stay away from him. He's not going anywhere. That's the kind of thing people think, and you laugh about it. You find my depiction of that funny, but it's legitimately, you don't have a want to understand, so me explaining things doesn't exactly work. But essentially, you not wanting to interact with people face to face in the future will lead to situations where you have to interact with people, and the first thing that comes out of your mouth is something that causes somebody to deck you. Because I've been in situations where that's happened to people. They weren't good with people. They insulted them to their face and they got decked for it. It's a thing that happens. Doesn't happen a lot, but it's happened more than once in my life that I've seen somebody get decked for not talking and for not watching their mouth. The thing is, the people that will deck you for that sort of thing, they're not the people that spend all the time online. They're the ones that use it occasionally. They keep up with family on social media, and that's probably it. They don't go to sites like Reddit, 4chan, Twitch. They watch the occasional YouTube video. They keep up with family on Facebook. They might post to Instagram occasionally. And that's it. You know, those are the people that you end up having to deal with that have no interest in understanding what you've done online. And if you try to force it onto them, a lot of them are willing to deck you for it. Never underestimate people's ability to just say, no, I don't like you. It'll happen. It doesn't happen often, but it does happen. Yeah, my buddy thought he wasn't so stupid to let that happen either. Next thing you know, he's having to be rushed to the freaking dentist to have 4 teeth put back in his mouth. So, yeah. I've heard the "I'm not that stupid" line enough to know that, yes, even if you think you're not that stupid, you'll eventually slip up. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. In the case of the first guy I saw do it, get decked for it. He met a girl for the first time and said, "Your pictures online made you look bigger." You know? Like you revealed that you creeped on her online before meeting her for the first time. And then B, the first sentence you ever speak to her is an insult. Just an example of a normally intelligent person doing something stupid. It happens. It's a thing that happens. And he had to have 4 teeth put back in by a dentist because of it. It doesn't have to be that. That was the one that I experienced first. The second one was he freaking mouthed off to a freaking wannabe gangsta. It wasn't the same person. A dude mouthed off to a wannabe gangsta, and guys face pounded in for it. Thought he was big. Other guy was willing to follow through, and he had a pair of brass knuckles. The fact is, talk shit, get dealt with. That's a thing. That's not just something people say. That's a thing that happens. The thing was, like I said, the first time, he didn't even intend it to be talking shit. He made an offhand comment as the first statement. He wasn't trying to be derogatory. He just didn't know how to talk to women. And the first words out of his mouth was literally him commenting on her size. That was his mistake. It doesn't have to be talking shit, just being insensitive, not knowing your audience. You don't learn how to tell your audience how to read a room if you don't have experience talking IRL to people. Like me, if I get riled up at something you do, the most you're gonna get is freaking timed out for a little bit, or we'll freaking mess with you, for for a little bit. There's no physical repercussion. You have to understand the stakes and what and the physical consequences of repercussions, to really get ahead in life. A life without understanding the consequences is just privilege. And privilege is the kind of thing that gets, like I said, talk shit and get dealt with. It's not me being mad or anything. It's just me being honest with my life experiences. I won't say I haven't had plenty of privilege in my life. I've been very fortunate to have a family that cares, and in general managed to stay fully employed. But I've seen enough of it to know that you've got to remember that you're not the end all be all. Except you do get rusty when you don't talk to people a lot. I didn't think it was possible, but you do get rusty. There's a big difference between doing something on a daily basis and not only doing it once every 6 months. And I mean engaging, not being talked to and responding. There's a big difference in engaging people and responding to people. If you're engaging somebody, you're actively communicating with them. If you're just responding to them, you're okay. Yeah, that's responding. Speaking full sentences is engaging with people. What is... we're doing right now, Gladian, with the way we're talking, that's engaging somebody. We're actively engaged in a conversation with each other. And you need the skills to be able to do that reliably and comfortably in real life. If you can't find a job doing the programming that you keep talking about you want to do for a living, which, you know, I still have not seen any indication of you actually making progress on learning any programming, even though you said you were going to show me. You know, you've got to keep your, you know, if you can't get that job that you keep talking you're going to try to get, well, you're going to have to get a physical job in person, most likely. That's why you need those skills. I've told you several times now. You show me what you keep talking about how you want to make games. If you produce a workable product, if you produce a workable showing test product that you're learning with, using to learn, I'll try it on stream. You know? I want you to freaking. It does. You know, show me your, you know, ask for a freaking channel on the Discord for you to share your storyboarding and, you know, and your ideas, and ask questions on what people think, and I'm more than happy to give it to you. You know? We might not have a bunch of people on the Discord that know programming, but we can give feedback and you can explain things, and, you know, so, you know, and we can tell you what we're taking from it and how we would approach, you know, what you know, the mechanics in game, you know, feedback. Dude, the last time I took a, you know, I did a learning, I tried to learn. One of the freaking things that they had me do to learn was to build solitaire. You're young. The sooner you start, the better, because your brain retains information better, and is, you know, and work, you know, and understands things better. Learn while you're young, not wait until you're old. I wish I'd put in a serious effort to learn when I was 16 and 18 instead of waiting until I was in my late 20s and early 30s to try to pick it up. Because by the time I wanted to learn it, by the time I tried, my day-to-day life was so busy I couldn't put the time that, you know, that I should into it. Do it while you're young. Don't wait. You'll thank yourself 20 years down the line when when you're working, when you understand what you're doing and people come to you asking questions about it. It's always better to start young than to wait until later. Especially with programming. Besides that, I said I'm gonna do it. All right, Soup, later. No, and that's understandable. But you've also expressed a repeated interest in it. So learning programming can't hurt, Okay, apparently we solved that problem. Wonder when. Where's our quantum circuits and what's lacking there? All right, processors. What? No. I would have laughed if that worked there, but that's too big. All right, well, it's also half an hour past when I normally like to stop streaming. So we're going to call it here. We've accomplished a good bit today on here. We've also lectured Gladian to death and back. By the way, I both apologize and don't apologize about that. So I guess I will see you guys again Tuesday unless I decide to stream again on Sunday or Monday. Who knows? Either way, I'll see. Whoop. Either way, I will see you guys later. Catch you soon. Wrong one. There we go. Catch y'all later.